I'm the Chief Information Security Officer for the state of Oklahoma. We are embedded within the Office of Management and Enterprise Services. OMES is essentially the shared services provider for all state agencies. We do all of the administrative functions that support agencies and allows agencies to focus on their core missions. From 2012 to about 2017, we went through and did 111 individual, what we would consider mergers and acquisitions for all of the IT functions for those state agencies. If you do the math on that, over the span of about 60 months, we did almost one merger every other week. At one point in time, we talked about we had two of everything, the Noah's Ark of IT. And as we consolidated those, it made a lot of sense for us to move forward with an enterprise class standard. At that time, we were looking for a replacement for our proxy services. So we picked Zscaler Internet Access, or ZIA as we refer to it, as the solution for the state and started down that road. When the pandemic hit, it kicked it into high gear. When we push 30,000 endpoints out of the castle, you wind up in situations where those endpoints are no longer in what we would consider a secure environment. And so it gives you a whole different perspective on protecting state assets when they're in a consumer or a public network and connecting back into the state. That's what led us to implement Zscaler Private Access, or ZPA. In the summertime of 2020, we had a security incident with a legacy application that was mission critical for one of our agencies. Because it was legacy technology, it was not in a state where we could upgrade it easily. Zscaler came forward and helped us stand up a solution for that legacy application that essentially allowed us to encapsulate that entire legacy system and provide secure access to 10,000 users that use that system on a day-to-day basis. We had that conversation on a Wednesday afternoon, and by the following Monday, that solution was in full production and users were actively using it. As we went through the testing process for a statewide rollout, our CIO called me one afternoon and said, "I'm having a hard time getting in on the legacy platform. What can you do?" Turns out he was actually driving down the interstate, and we pushed the ZPA, or the Zscaler application, to him while he was driving down the interstate, and he was able to successfully log in. In about 15 minutes, he'd seen enough, and we moved forward with the ZPA rollout for the entire state of Oklahoma. I'm excited about it because it has dramatically improved our security posture for the state, regardless of if a device is at home, at Starbucks, or in the office. It really is kind of that zero trust model where the machine has the same level of protection wherever it is, and the user has the same experience wherever they are. The other great thing about this platform is it integrates seamlessly with our next-gen AV and our endpoint detection and response platforms. It's doing a lot of things with our cyber threat intelligence platform and our next-gen firewalls. So excited to see not only the solution at work, but how it complements everything else that we have and has dramatically improved the cybersecurity posture for the state of Oklahoma.